Welcome to the Christmas edition of The Garage. We're doing The Garage now. We're down a member, Brother Dave. We miss you, Dave.
Yes.
And God bless you, brother. Have a Merry Christmas. It's hard to contact with you now because of your new schedule, but we wanted to send you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, and God bless you. We love you, brother. We miss you.
Yes.
But this is the Christmas edition of The Garage. I'm Brian.
I'm Ed.
And we're going to discuss about some true Christmas traditions. Now, this is going to ruffle some feathers.
Yes.
And we're not telling you not to celebrate our Lord's birthday, even though it's not in December.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
It was actually more in the spring.
Yes.
Okay?
And that's simple research can figure that out.
Yeah, if you do simple research and look at the
When they
map
do
of the
the census.
stars during back at that time and when they did the census, the Roman Empire did the census, they didn't do it in the winter.
No.
So anyways, that being said, we're going to look at some common misconceptions about Christmas and the characters of Christmas and the symbols of Christmas.
Sure.
Okay? A lot of people put a star on top of their tree, and that's okay. You know, we believe as Christians that that star represents the North Star, which was the star that the shepherds followed to guide them to where the Christ child was going to be.
Yeah.
And it was over the manger, but in the spring. But unfortunately, the whole symbol of the star on top of the tree actually comes from a different place.
Yeah.
Okay? It comes from the god Apollo, the Greek god. You see this common symbolism used in the Catholic Church when they are talking about giving the Eucharist, the little wafers,
Yeah.
you know, when
Yeah,
you're taking communion and stuff. They've got this sun symbol with all the rays coming out of it.
Yeah.
That's not a symbol for God, that's Apollo or Apollyon.
Yeah.
It's been incorporated over the years, mainly by the Catholic Church, into Christianity.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
part of their incorporating paganism into their church to get the pagans to come along and join the Catholic Church,
Yep.
which they've done innumerable times.
Oh, yeah. That's
Innumerable. The tree.
90% of Catholicism is
Pagan.
pagan.
Yeah. You know, we're not even going to get into the fish head biters.
Yeah, that's
another story another time. But the tree, let's take a look at the tree.
Mm-hmm.
The tree was incorporated because Catholicism went into the Nordic areas, the Nordic regions, and the tree was a symbol of something else. I'm trying to remember the specific goddess, Norse goddess's name, but it was Baldur's mother. And she'd gone around and she'd secure the promise of every living thing that they would not harm Baldur, because if Baldur was harmed, he would die, and thus bringing about Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Trees were very, very specific, very big in the Norse religion. They were used in a lot of human sacrifice ceremonies.
Yep.
Now incorporated into the Catholic Church, incorporated into Christianity. Now we put fancy and pretty stuff on them, and
Now we bring them into our house.
it's a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
You know, take a look at, here one. All you parents out there, take your kids, set them on Sandy's lap, and get a picture. It's so cute. They're so cute.
That's why I broached the subject with Brian before.
Yeah.
What we're going to talk about today. And that, sorry. I cannot stand, who is this guy sitting in a suit at the mall with all these kids on his lap? Is he a pedophile? This is me. I don't know. I'm not putting my kid on some stranger's lap. That's not ever happened. It didn't happen.
Well, you know,
Not the. Well, I know it happened, but it was behind and against my will, and it got really big fights going. But anyway,
well, there was actually a guy called Saint Nicholas.
Yeah.
Okay. And Saint Nicholas, he was actually made a saint by the Catholic Church.
Yep.
And he did actually go and give presents to kids. Okay. He did do that. And they were handmade. Okay. Which is where the whole mythos of Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Okay. Comes from. The Santa Claus has elves. And of course, elves, there's another Christmas tradition, elf on the shelf.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not going to put a demon on my shelf.
No. Yeah.
Okay. For reference, and I think, do we have stevequell.com on the website? Okay. Go to stevequell.com.
We will if we don't.
Parents, Christians, you can order his book, Little Creatures, and it is not a book for children. Let me clarify. But elves and gnomes and things of that nature, there is a basis in reality, and it's not good. The whole, all that stuff's all intermingled.
Yeah.
Kris Kringle, Let's take a look at his real name, Krampus.
Mm-hmm.
It's a demon god.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's no other way around it.
Yep.
Okay? And Krampus would come and basically kill people.
Yeah.
And in the old traditions, in the old pagan traditions, they would actually make sacrifices. If you take a look, you can go on YouTube, and we're not going to probably post a link for this, but you can probably look it up. Look up True Christmas Traditions on YouTube, okay? And you will see how the Germans actually celebrated, because that's where the whole idea comes from.
Yeah.
That was incorporated by the Catholic Church. It was the Germanic tribes, pagan tribes, their celebration, okay, of the winter season, the winter solstice.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it's not about giving presents or anything like that. Then you take a look at the Christmas wreath. Oh, that's interesting. Christmas wreath. Everybody's, it's a Christmas wreath. It's so pretty. Yeah, okay. Do you know why a Christmas wreath was given originally?
No.
Let's say you had somebody you didn't like. You gave them a Christmas wreath made out of specific materials. Mm-hmm. They hung it on their door, hung it in their house. Mm-hmm. That was to invite a demon spirit in to kill them.
All right, cool.
I mean, you know.
Yep.
But in Christianity today, we seem to find a way to excuse all of this stuff and Christianize it.
Yeah.
Okay. I call it what do you call it? Christianitying it.
Yeah.
Or whatever. That's not really a word, but you know.
Yeah.
But
and my whole point to that and now in Christians today is, okay, yeah, you're gonna have a Christmas tree, okay, whatever. But it's the lying. Yeah. Why do you have to lie to your kids? I've
just
never
don't do it, man.
My son turned out perfectly fine. He's 19. I never told him there was a Santa Claus. I'd never, And the other thing too, I worked my butt off overtime and all this stuff to buy him the things for Christmas. I want the credit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not giving it to some fat guy from the North Pole.
Yeah.
It's like, no, Dad worked his butt off for that. Please take care of it,
Yeah.
So
this is the thing. I believed in Santa Claus when I was a kid, okay? And I believed in Santa Claus and I would stay up at night listening for the sleigh and the bells and everything. But I was a kid and I didn't know any different.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay? Mm-hmm. And, I learned, of course, when I got a little older, there was no Santa Claus.
Yeah. And you...
Like
a lot of kids, but like a lot of kids are devistated, and
for a little bit.
Then you're like, okay, my parents are lying to me,
Yeah. No, honestly, I didn't look at it like that. I was like, I look back on it with fond memories because I remember now, as an adult, my parents getting up in the middle of the night and sneaking presents into the living room, and and doing all that work. My mom did mainly, and getting the tree set up and everything. Mm-hmm. And us kids waking up early in the morning all excited to go open the presents and stuff. Yep. Now, I can say this. The whole idea of presents doesn't have a pagan origin.
Yeah.
Okay? That actually does trail back to when the wise men came and gave frankincense and myrrh.
Yeah.
Okay, gold and stuff to the Lord, and presented it to the King of Kings. They gave gifts.
Yeah.
So now, but unfortunately, we've commercialized it.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
and that's the other thing that I want to make sure that we're clear about too. Giving something to someone is a great thing.
Yeah,
don't run out. Oh, you shouldn't give presents. You shouldn't. Yes, you should. But you should do that all year long.
Yeah,
I think. I see the whole Christmas morning and the kids are all excited, and that's is what it is. But you got to realize where it all come from.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't go. Devoting your entire life for the next 3 months into, the Christmas, I love Christmas.
Well, we commercialized it so much, though, that the whole meaning of it.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. It wasn't even, when I walk into a store, and in the store, it's not even Thanksgiving. It's not even Halloween yet. Mm-hmm. And I see, wait for it, Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas all in 3 different aisles. Mm-hmm. It's Halloween of Christmas.
Yeah.
Halloween of giving Christmas or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously?
And that's the other thing too. I can't say I've never did it, but people go into like really, really deep debt so the kids have something for Christmas.
I know.
That's like,
Don't do that.
I can't say I have did it myself,
yeah.
but there's a limit.
Part of,
You know,
part
come
of the
on.
parents' responsibility is teaching their kids frugality, responsibility,
Yeah.
okay, and racking up debt on your credit cards
Yeah.
every year and then taking all the next year to pay it off only to do it again is not teaching
Yeah.
the kids responsibility,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah, I had a coworker at work. We were talking about that, and she was she's recently got divorced, so she's now on her own as far as that Christmas goes. And Frozen 2 come out, and she's like, she was trying to get as much overtime as she could, and worried about how she was going to ruin Christmas because she couldn't get the new Elsa stuff, and that's pretty much that's the look I gave her. I'm like, give her food, give her a house, give her, you know. I'm like, what? I don't know.
Yeah, and in the new Frozen 2, they introduced a homosexual character.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but no.
Yeah, whatever. But she's working herself to the bone right now, trying to buy her kids some stuff she won't even play with in January.
You know how much more a kid appreciate if you're there?
Yeah. Yeah, and then that's the other thing. She hasn't seen her daughter because she's
best
trying to
gift
buy
of
her
all
Frozen stuff.
A parent can give to their child is not a thing, it's time.
Yeah.
Time. Okay? Spend time with your kids, man.
Just
Talk
be a
to
good
them.
adult. Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a good parent.
Yeah, that's part. Being a good parent's not buying them things. Okay, I've watched that in my own family. I'm not going to name any names, but because my mom will be like, "Oh, you shouldn't talk about it." But you know what? You can't. You can buy all the things in the world for your kid, but it's not going to teach them responsibility.
Yeah.
It's not going to turn them into a good adult. It's not
Yeah.
going to turn them into a responsible adult.
That's not going to teach them hey, I shouldn't lie to my parents when you're sitting there lying to your kid.
Yeah.
How can you discipline your kid for lying to you?
Yeah.
When you're lying to them right back, you know.
Or you're not putting
How
in.
I see it.
This is the thing, and I'm not saying like these particular parents don't love their kids.
No.
Let me rephrase. I'm not saying their father doesn't love them. I know he does. And any woman can have kids, but not any woman can be a mom. Mm-hmm. Plain and simple. That's a title that's earned just like dad is.
Yep.
Okay. Mm-hmm. And there are some moms out there that they pop kids out left and right, but then it's everybody else's job to take care of those kids, and they shove them off wherever they can shove them.
Yep.
You know, run the kids here, drop the kids off there, do this, do that, and then they tell the person your services are no longer required. But at the same time, the whole Christmas thing, I watched these people every year. Mm-hmm. It was a competition. Mm-hmm. This whole side of this family, they would kill themselves trying to beat each other and who got the most gifts, the best gifts, the most expensive gifts.
Yeah. Trying to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah. And you know what? The way I responded to it was, I'm just one uncle. Okay. Uh-huh. I would hang out with the kids. Yeah. I would get them a little something for Christmas, sure.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not going to go spend $1,000 freaking dollars. It's the memories.
Yep.
You know, it's like that one. What I did was I listened to the kids, mm-hmm. and like I had this one nephew, and he was just all about Power Rangers. Mm-hmm. Power Rangers. He knew every Power Ranger. He knew every, what do they call them? Zord. I think they call them Zords. The big monster machine things. But anyways, he knew all of them, and I listened to him talk. So, yeah, it was like $50. But one kid, $50.
Yeah.
That's not $1,000.
No,
okay?
no.
It wasn't a big piece of electronic crap that takes batteries all year long. Okay? So I went and found this one thing. It was called Pyramidas. And you put it together, and the other Zord things fit in it. You know?
Sure.
I don't know how all that works, but anyways,
but to
this day, this young man, he's now a young man, he remembers the uncle that went to the trouble to go and find this dumb thing.
Yeah.
Just before Christmas, mind you. Good luck finding some toys just before Christmas, because there's some parents out there that will kill you.
How long did that toy last afterwards?
Oh, he played with it for the next year until he outgrew it. So, but I always make sure I got something that they were going to use.
Yeah. That's what I was getting at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bust your butt to get it, and they ain't even touching it in February.
Yeah. Oh, that's the thing. I watched the other side of the family that that this relative of mine married into. I'm trying to be careful here. They got buy all this crap, and then it would end up in the garage sale the next year for $1.50.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Yep.
Yes, so much. Yeah, you might have you got to sit there and got the justification to feel like, oh, I outspent you. Our family's bigger than yours.
No. But Santa did it.
But
not
your
you.
your stuff's in a pile of junk in a garage sale for $1.50. Mine was still being used.
Yep.
And on top of that, it actually taught him something. So
Anyway.
yeah. So but that's the thing. You know, we can the pagan origins of Christmas. They're not good.
No.
But this Christmas season, man, let's focus on the reason for the season.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
You know, get a. You know what? Go get a birthday cake that
Yeah.
says "Happy Birthday Jesus" on it, even though it's
Even
not
though it's
really
not-
his birthday.
Yeah, and it's
But happy birthday!
But at least
Lord.
you're celebrating his birthday. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say put the Christ in Christmas. you know,
Yes. Happy Christmas.
but- yeah. But it's
And I'm not going to say
anything that gets your mind dwelling on the Lord is good. So
Yeah, well, when I'm out in public, and you got all these big companies out here, and everybody's all politically correct today, and happy holidays.
yeah.
You know what I do when they say happy holidays? I say Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Merry Christmas. Or I might say, yeah, he is the reason for the season. I'm not going to be politically correct.
Yep.
I am not
bless
going to
you.
bow to the forces of political correctness.
God bless you, sir.
Look at our hats. We're not politically correct. Right here. We're not look over here. Not politically correct.
Yeah.
So, you know, Christian parents out here, parents in general,
Yes.
it's more about the time you put in than what you buy.
Yes.
And Christians, it's more about what you're teaching your kid as a Christian than celebrating, one, the wrong time of the year for a birthday, and two, incorporating paganism into your home. Be careful what you bring in your home. I always say that.
Yep.
Okay? Be careful. And here's the thing. If you're going to do it anyway, plead the blood of Jesus over your house, anoint your house. Okay? Please. And be careful the movies you bring into your house.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep. Yep.
So, and we're going to
yeah, this is spiritual warfare.
Spiritual Warfare
Every day,
101,
man.
baby. Acts 2, 4, 6, and 8, Ephesians 6. Come on, people.
Yeah.
But anyways, in the next one that we're going to do, we're going to take a little break. We're going to cover, I think, probably some movie stuff we need to. So, because there are some, and TV stuff, because we got some popular channels that are fixing to change things around, and people need to be aware of it. Mm-hmm. Okay? So, but guys, hope you enjoyed this episode of The Garage.
Yeah.
And we will see you.
Take your elf off the shelf and throw him away
Yeah, get rid of the elf on the shelf, man.
because you don't need demons watching you.
Yeah, put him in the trash can.
God bless.